Alright, so I already did a video called What I Want from Marvel Spider-Man 2. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But with the PlayStation Showcase coming out tomorrow at the time I'm uploading this, I think we should set the time to set our expectations. Firstly, we probably will get the official trailer for the game at the showcase. Marvel Spider-Man is the most successful game on the PlayStation 4 with over 20 million copies sold, and Sony knows that far better than anyone on this planet. So Marvel Spider-Man 2 will be a big trailer. I expect it at the end of the PlayStation Showcase because I expect them to just wrap it all off with the biggest game of the year. It's going to be a huge trailer. I don't know if they'll show a lot. It really depends on how far the game is. And given their marketing trends recently, we might just get a bit of gameplay, bit of story teasing like they did with God of War Ragnarok, and save the big marketing push for the month or two before the game comes out. Either way, we're getting really close to the release of the game, so we're gonna get a lot of stuff in the coming months. Next is release date and pre-orders. We will almost certainly get a release date for the game, but again, that depends on how close we actually are to the game. In terms of pre-orders, same thing. I think for Ragnarok, which is the only big PS5 comparison we have at the moment, since the first God of War only sold 5 million less copies than Spider-Man. And for Ragnarok, the pre-orders didn't go live until a random state of play and not the PlayStation Showcase. But again, that all depends when the game comes out, because if the game comes out in September, like it's rumored to, we might just have to drive on down to GameStop the 25th of May and pre-order our copies. And finally, we have don't expect anything extreme. Look, the game is going to be great and they'll probably expand some stuff, but I don't think we'll see anything too groundbreaking or revolutionary like the first game. Again, much like Ragnarok, the game really just built upon the story and added a few new mechanics, but at its core, it was still very much the first game. The symbiote, depending on how they treat it in the trailer, might be that killer feature that sells the game, but I don't expect it to be this big, innovative thing. I really just expect them to see how the symbiote worked in the past and build upon that. So like with Web of Shadows, maybe the symbiote can fight in the air, or it'll almost certainly have a boost in power as well from the regular suit. Also, don't expect them to change anything on the map other than making it maybe slightly bigger, or give us like trains we could leave and go to Queens or Brooklyn on. Much like how in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 game, they had a similar system to return home to Aunt May's house. I could totally see them using the trains as a fun little way to expand the map. But again, we'll have to see, because I think a lot of us would just be content with the same map but slightly bigger. And actually, this is the last one. Don't be harsh on it if it's not what we expect it to be. I don't expect anything I want in the game to be in the game, but much like movies, games tend to be overhyped and over speculated on, and it ends up killing the game. The perfect example I can think of is The Last of Us Part 2. The game wasn't perfect, but the story leaked before the game even came out, and people didn't even give it a chance and wrote it off before it even had a chance to win us over. And I don't want that to be this game, because Spider-Man is just so great, and the first game really served as a rally point for this usually divided community to be like, yes, this is awesome, this is Spider-Man. And I'd hate to see that go away with the second game, so just set your expectations low. At the end of the day, it's a video game, and if it looks fun, that's mainly the thing we should judge it on and set our expectations to. Also, if they announce a remaster of Ultimate Spider-Man, that would be the craziest thing to ever happen in ever.